Hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that catches all the laughter and turns it into +2 fun. There you are, swiping through potential monster match dates when you spot Scott pacing around and muttering to himself in distress. You can't bear to see someone so adorable in so much pain, so you might as well try to ease it however you can.
Hey, bro.
Oh, hi there, Bug. Do you think I'm adorable?
Yes, in fact you were literally just thinking that.
Anyway, the other day I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place and a large branch to do some pull-ups before the big sports game, when suddenly I was approached by all those talking forest animals. They were pretty big for forest animals, and I'd never seen animals that can talk like that. I mean, other than us werewolves, if you're counting us as animals. And then they were just so fuzzy and adorable. But they said they were impressed by my pull-ups and my muscles and that I was even more adorable. So the nice little forest animals with giant heads made me their king, which was really, really flattering. I just don't know anything about ruling. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be a king.
Aw, poor Scott. It's up to you to help him rally.
Scott, a good king is a strong ruler, physically strong. If you can do 100 push-ups, you can be a good king for sure. Or, true royalty has been inside you all along. Why else would your eyes be royal blue? Aw, that's sweet and kind of weird. I'm gonna pick that one.
You have the
So
sharp
charming. My eyes are royal blue? Liam said they were cerulean, but I always knew that wasn't a real word. Clever Liam. He was clearly testing me. So if my eyes are royal blue because I had royalty inside me all this time, does that mean I have like a little blue king or queen inside of me? It is like my true self? I always suspected such big muscles couldn't be of this world, so good old Scott is just a mecca for the little blue person to fight against evil. I wonder what my real royal name could be. Sir Beef Wellington? Lady McBeef? No, Lady McMuscles. I should ask my loyal furries about that. Furries is what I've decided to call those giant furry talking forest animals for short.
Oh no. Wait a minute.
Thanks for helping me get my confidence back, Bug. You should come meet my furry friends sometime.
Well, you've always wanted to hang out with Scott. Not too sure about these circumstances. Well, it is better than not hanging out at all. You gain +2 smarts and +1 fun.
Woo!
You're practicing your very best monster mash when you hear the sounds of an argument, which is so strange in these sacred hallowed halls of education. Lol, JK, can you imagine?
Hey, bro.
Bug!
Hooray!
They made me their king! And they deserve the bestest, most wonderful king there ever was! And I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be that king no matter what it takes! Scott, you realize they're not cute little baby animals in need of a king, right? They're furries. I know they're furry, Vera! I'm the one who told you that! No, Scott, they're furries. It's a kink. Yes, Vera, there are many kinks in my plan. That's why I need to work them out to be the best ruler. Forget it. Excuse me, did you say you need help being a good ruler? I know all about that. Being a king is easy, as Daddy always says. Only live peasants can stage a rebellion. Oh, Miranda, I'm not really sure. Fear is your most important weapon. Your second most important weapon is actual weapons. Torture soup spoons, razor teacups, a knife on fire, you know, the usual. I don't know, Miranda. I appreciate the advice, but I don't think that's the kind of king I want to be. Nonsense. I'll go get you the butter knife shuriken right now. It just seems so unnecessary. There must be a better, kinder way to rule. Right, Bug? I want them to have a happy time under Scott the First. They've been so nice to me. They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures, but most of them are the sorts of things I definitely have not done. And they've made amazing drawings of me, which are very, very generous in their proportions. I just think they deserve the best leader. Normal rulers make their subjects pay taxes, but what if you pay taxes to them? Or flag time. You can't rule a kingdom with no flag. Without a flag, it would just be a bunch of flagless people. Well, obviously they need a flag. You're 120% right. Flags are the best. Let's combine our powers to create the very best flag ever.
You get into an intense art frenzy, which is kind of hot and intimate. Somehow the two of you end up shirtless and sweaty while painting and doodling. After 3 hours of passionate art activity, you put your clothes on again, because of decency, but mainly because we don't have a shirtless model for Scott, and admire your work.
Whoa, this is genius.
Is there a furry flag?
Probably somewhere.
No, it's actually a not-so-bad drawing of Scott shirtless and the word Scott rules. But sure, why not? You know how to take a compliment. Scott leaves all excited, ready to execute your plan. As your elders always say, any problem can be solved by drawing shirtless people. Later you stumble upon Scott again. He seems quite excited.
There you are, Bug! Your plan was a success! My beloved furries seem to love a flag that's basically just me shirtless. They declared it a national day that should be celebrated yearly by drawing me shirtless. Which is kind of silly since they do that pretty much every day anyway. But the important thing is that now I'm the best ruler ever, and it's thanks to you. I would love for you to visit my kingdom someday. We might even celebrate Shirtless Scott Day together. Wink!
You're pretty sure Shirtless Scott Day will totally become your all-time favorite festivity. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity.
Wow.
After that, it's time for the most important part of school, visiting Scott's kingdom of furry animals as promised. When you get to the forest, you find that most of the trees have been decorated with beautiful, intricately drawn pictures of an even more muscular-than-life Scott, having various kinds of sex with various different giant furry animals.
Bug! My royal advisor! Here to royally advise me while I sit on my Scott throne and rule over my Scott friends! Aren't these sweet little furry forest creatures devoted to me? It makes my tail wag with joy!
It is at that point that one of the sweet little furry forest creatures' giant head falls off, revealing a very startled-looking mummy. Yep, Vera called it. Bunch of kinky furry people doing furry stuff in the woods.
Oh no, what just happened? Is he hurt? Is my little panda friend hurt? Or was my panda friend never a panda friend at all?
Oh no. Scott will not be losing his pure joy and innocence over some furry's shitty costuming skills. Not on your watch, not today. You think quickly.
You know how deer shed their antlers when and then they grow back? Talking furry forest creatures shed their heads. Scott, that panda must have been a cursed prince, and now you've turned him back into a person. I'm gonna go with the cursed prince. I've heard about those kind of curses before, and I broke the spell with my love for my furry friends. As their king, of course, I don't love them in the way they draw me loving them. They're very interesting pictures, though. Thanks for helping me out, Bug. I guess I love you too, in a way. Wink.
And you guess you love him too. And you love getting +2 fun and +1 smarts. Yikes.
Prom? I'm not sure, bro. I have a kingdom to rule, and attending prom doesn't seem very responsible as a ruler. I don't know about history. Maybe some other king or queen has stopped ruling their kingdom to attend prom. I should check. I mean, I think you're the person I trust the most, and I'd love going to prom with you, but my kingdom. Sometimes a good teammate has to make sacrifices for the team. You know, the teammate is me, and the team is my kingdom. Oh, and the sacrifice is not going with you to prom.
No.
I truly am sorry. Sometimes there's not enough space in one Scott for both ruling a kingdom and love. Bye.
Scott leaves, and you swear you saw a manly tear running down his cheek. It's okay. You started all this to seduce Scott, but now you put more value on his happiness, and on his pursuit of a career as king of a totally fake kingdom. You stay by his side as the best furry concierge. Is that it? Is that how you spell it? Concierge that has never existed. Your relationship with Scott strengthens, and in the end, his kingdom sees that.
King Scott!
Scott thought his kingdom and love weren't compatible, yet it seems to be quite the opposite. Scott's subjects started drawing lots of suggestive art pieces depicting the two of you. Facing that explicit art made you rethink the nature of your relationship, and it ended up being closer all to that not safe for work art.
Nice! We got a secret ending! Most likely to